So heed my warning in that we don't want to be cranking GLP-1, hoping for the best, and wondering what the heck the long game is. There has to be a long game on this, right? I know we all go into it excited and we're like, what's going to happen? And oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Well, that's the short-term treatment plan. We have to have a long-term treatment plan. And good doctors will have both. When they meet you and they do an intake and they figure out what the protocol is going to be that they're going to start you with, they have a short-term version and they have a long-term version. And there's iterations in the middle. Those are called treatment plans, and they should stick to the treatment plan. And so I teach you what the short-term is and what the long-term is. Whether you're a patient and or just the general public and you're looking to utilize these peptides optimally, or you're a physician or a healthcare professional, or maybe you're a strength and conditioning coach or a nutritional therapist, and you know you're going to be seeing clients on this, or you already are, and you want to just be really educated so you can help them the most, right? Like there's no downside to you having more knowledge. So I highly encourage you guys, check out my program. The free 4-part video series can be found at drtyna.com. That's DRTYNA /Ozempic Uncovered. From there, you'll be given the opportunity to purchase the program at a discount. If you want to buy the program now at full price, it's on my website. You can just go to drtyna.com /store, and you'll find all my courses there. But that one's the big one. It's a great course. There's a great community in there. Everybody's working together. And I got some feedback this weekend that made me cry. Like my goal is to have this be the absolute most comprehensive, best program out there for the use of GLP-1 agonists. And this is nothing new to me. GLP-1 agonists or not, I'm giving you my entire clinical brain on how I approach a patient, on how I help optimize their metabolism. And GLP-1s are just but one tool in a comprehensive toolkit. I teach you the whole toolkit, including all the other peptides, some of which are over the counter. So it's really, really in depth and it's really comprehensive. And for those of you who like to learn, this is for you. And if you're a clinician using these peptides or you're wanting to use them safely, this is absolutely the program for you. I wholeheartedly know that when you walk out of it, you will have the tools you need to use these in a way that don't bring on side effects, that don't make your patients sick, that don't put you at liability or risk. There's really an elegant way to do this, and I teach you all of that inside of the program. So I will leave that at that. All right, let's see here. Number 7, we're on to number 7, not optimizing your hormones with bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. That is a huge pitfall because GLP-1s are signaling peptide hormones. They're not steroid sex hormones, but they are still hormones. And if you want hormones to work well, you have to, 1, be insulin sensitive, 2, have your hormone profile optimized. Not perfect, not perfectly balanced, but you have to have some hormones on board if you need them. Otherwise, you're just fighting an uphill battle, truly. If you need testosterone and you need estrogen and you need progesterone to get your body composition, optimized, getting enough muscle mass on there, losing the fat readily, GLP-1s ain't going to be it if you're fighting that, right? So having all of that dialed in is really, really helpful. And in fact, there was a small study that came out recently. It was not a big one, but it did show that women who were on bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, or just actually HRT, not necessarily bioidentical, they were on HRT and they took semaglutide, and then the control group was just on semaglutide, no HRT. And the group that was on HRT did much better and had better weight loss. So it proves what I've been saying. And again, this goes back to how I've been treating patients for decades. Some of us were not scared off by the crappy data inside that Women's Health Initiative study that came out 20 years ago that told us to be afraid of hormones and take all our patients off. Some of us actually read the study and realized that there was some garbage points in there. And now, just recently, they've come out and said, we looked at the same data set from 20 years ago and we realized that there was some garbage data in there. And actually, you should have your patients on hormones. And in fact, it's probably dangerous not to have your patients on hormones to some degree. So some of us were not listening 20 years ago to that terribly done study. And we were keeping our patients on hormones all these decades and people were doing beautifully. So there's a way to do all of that. And again, I teach it inside the program.